And we're back. And it's still what's new with Mike and Jeff hobby weekend. I had nothing to go with that. I was trying to
Yeah,
do
you're just like it's been a long day though.
it has been a long day with everything, and you might notice a little bit of change on my end. I moved some stuff around on my computer because we're still having this issue with me being blurry. And right now I'm trying to find us on YouTube. And I was going to take a look to see if we were blurry since nobody's watching. And anyway, so I tried some things, rebooting my
Router?
um, modem, and I dropped one of my monitors because this all seemed to have happened when we got. I can't find us on YouTube right now. This all seemed to have happened when I got the second monitor.
Right. Yeah.
So,
See, monitor's not going to affect that.
well, I don't know. Like, I'm just thinking video output.
It's not going to affect your bandwidth.
Yeah, I know, but I'm pulling at strings here, buddy. I'm doing what I can do. So we dropped the video rate down to 480. Are you finding us on the two? And
I have.
And
you're blurry.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, nothing's changed.
And I look like a disembodied head. Yeah. So, but the light I have on my computer is not on my computer, but behind above here is not a great bulb, and it basically everything looks yellow.
Yeah.
So I thought I'd go with this, but that may be too dark. So let me go actually turn on my light. So I'm not that disembodied head.
You're a disembodied head, and I'm just a blurry mess.
I got my new War Games Live T-shirt today.
Look at you.
Find it. I talked a lot about War Games Live.
Yeah.
There's the front of the shirt.
Very cool.
And then I got two of them. Then there's the back with his tour dates. Sweet.
Yeah. When's he coming to Arizona?
I don't know if he's ever done Arizona or not. I don't know him that well. I mean, we've chatted very, 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 very briefly in the comments.
Yeah.
So I've been meaning to ask him if he's ever heard of Scorched Earth. So
yeah, it'd be a fun event for him to come to.
Yeah, I may have to pitch that to him. Raymond knows about him. Raymond's the guy that turned me on to the show.
I guess the only thing I got left to do now is to contact Cox and see what they can do, how much it's going to cost me to upgrade my internet. As we talked about earlier today about the conspiracy theories.
What's your camera plugged into?
It's
right in the back of your laptop.
No, I'm on my desktop.
But it's plugged directly into that, or is it one of them expansions?
No, it's plugged directly into the CPU.
Yeah. So.
And I've got the latest and greatest high grade whatever port thingies.
Yeah.
Like the whatever the jacks are that they use.
I'm just wondering the USBs.
USBs.
I'm just wondering if it's your camera, or again your bandwidth.
Yeah, but it's happening to both of my cameras too, so I'm thinking bandwidth.
Yeah, something is limiting your bandwidth. Have you tested your connection in a while?
It's been a while since I've tested it.
Yeah, maybe after the show tonight, just go on and do a quick test and see what it rates out at.
I used to have a thing on my phone that would test it.
Well, you want to test your bandwidth on your computer you're streaming on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that just tests my modem.
Well, no, and the processing speed of your phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would check it on the computer that you're actually doing the streaming on to see what it says, because there could be an issue there. I doubt it, but there could be.
Who knows? Who knows? It's just kind of weird. It just all of a sudden started happening recently.
Yeah, it's been since we started back. I mean, it was that way our last couple shows in December.
Yeah.
We had, and back then last week's show was fine. So I don't know what's going on.
I know what's weird about it all. So
Bizarre.
that's what tells me it's more bandwidth issues than anything.
Raymond,
Yeah.
I got my War Game Live t-shirt, dude. If you weren't on.
Hey, it's Raymond.
Woo.
So how did your day go?
Pretty good. We got done with this morning stream, and I went and had some breakfast.
Yeah.
And then I got this shirt all stuffed up behind my back. And then I kind of laid there and relaxed for like 30 minutes. Couldn't breathe, so I got up and I got all the bases painted. I got all the foliage on the bases, and I have mounted all my models.
Look at you! Look at them all.
So
Raymond's saying he doesn't have the shirt, but he has the dice.
I have those too, and I have his objective markers.
See, but when you roll dice, they all turn up ones anyways.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I got all my special jump pack guys.
Look at that.
Mounted on where they don't have, because these have that stupid plastic post in the back.
Yeah.
So I've actually mounted them like that.
On the long tufts of grass.
Yep. And then I got same with my jump pack guys.
Sweet.
I got all that done today.
Very productive day for you, sir.
Yes. And I got one Terminator painted.
Look at you. You did get a lot done today.
I got a lot done today. I literally was here, I think maybe away from the desk after this morning show. I had maybe an hour and 30 minutes tops.
Yeah, I took a 2-hour break midday. I stayed at my desk till noon working. That was my goal.
Right.
And I went and smoked a cigar and just chilled out and just had to really just rest my eyes because I painted 40 models.
Woo! That's a lot.
Well, yeah, I only had to paint little things on them. So I'm glad I did what I did today, which was grind through the infantry.
Right.
Because it's just painstakingly small detail stuff.
Yeah.
So, but I got the infantry done. I got my Warhound Titan. You can't really see it because of the light.
I see this big, tall, two-legged blur.
Yeah, sorry. That doesn't bother. Yeah, I can't show anything. I'm really frustrated by my internet. Got that done. Got my tanks primed. I had to make up a bunch of bases because I'm putting the washers underneath them.
Yep.
I had to glue a bunch of those up, and I got everything else primed. So everything's like primed and ready.
Yep.
So from here, it's more. I got to get. I got one issue, and I don't know what I'm going to do about it yet. My cap for my super glue broke.
Oh no.
So I got a metal rod shoved in it, but it's not going to last.
Right.
And since I painted all these plastic models, I can't use regular glue to glue them to the bases because the bases are painted.
Right.
So I need super glue, and I don't have any.
Oh no.
So I might have to
have an extra bottle.
You want to send it to me real fast? Overnight it?
Sure, I'll overnight you.
Andy's going to go out and about tomorrow, so maybe I'll ask her to pick me up like a bottle of like Gorilla super glue or something like that. Some kind of like not cheap, not the tube stuff, like the super glue, like the little crazy glue and the little like give me like a tube.
Home Depot carries the Gorilla super glue.
Yeah, she's gonna probably go out and about tomorrow, so I'll probably have her pick some up. If not, I might just sneak out for a little bit, run down to the Ace Hardwares. I'm not gonna run over IOG to buy super glue.
That's a drive.
It was that's a hell of a drive. But yeah, so I just got like a little metal thing in there, and it's kind of like it's thick already, but now it's thicker because this isn't airtight in any way, shape, or form. So
I never this is an old bottle. I never put a seal in it. I've had this for months. I just take this I just do that.
What's that?
This is the cap. I don't lock it in place. I just kind of set it on there, and
Oh, well, maybe I'll have to wait and see. Maybe it's just my mind playing tricks on me. I always keep mine.
well, I think that's actually thicker than normal C. It's not medium.
No.
Is the purple label?
Mine's Max Cure Extra Thick.
Yeah, that's why it's thick. Because mine is medium viscosity,
Yeah.
which is like syrup, a little thinner than syrup.
Mine's like molasses.
Yeah.
So, well, let me see. It may last me throughout. I don't know. I'm just used to keeping it capped.
Yeah, no, it's always a good practice.
The only thing I got left to paint for my infantry are my command models, but I wanted to save those to do last. My eyes were just hurting too much, having my glasses on all day and painting such tiny epic dudes.
Well, I'm not going to get all these guys painted. The bases were quick, as I showed this morning on the stream.
Yeah.
And then mounting them wasn't that difficult. The jump pack, the inceptors, and the assault intercessors were the hardest part of getting them mounted. So I want to get 3 more. I'm sorry. Yeah, 3 more Terminators done, which I might be able to do over the weekend.
Right. That'll be good. How many? I'll give you 4?
5. I already got one. My test model's already done.
Okay, so I'll give you a unit.
Yeah, I'll give me a unit of 5. And then I haven't decided if I want to start my heavy intercessors or my assault intercessors next. They're all basically the reason I went ahead and painted the bases and mounted the models is one of the things I ran into with my test model on my Terminators was trying to take that model off the base I painted it on, and then mount it onto a painted one of the Wasteland base was problematic. So now I have all of these base coated and mounted to a finished base. So I don't have to worry about trying to drill these out and put stuff in them and all that stuff.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So, and then I'm not handling them as much with decals and everything.
Well, when you're handling them with a drill, it's a little different.
Yeah, the drill, and then also the decal stuff, and then it's just it can be a bit problematic. So.
Yeah, I think I'm on track. I think tomorrow morning, because I figured tonight we're just going to chat for a little bit and then call it a night.
Yeah. I don't see any need to do more. Like I said, I'm knackered as well. Like I said, I would venture to guess, what is it, 12 hours? Yeah, I probably got 10 and a half sitting in this chair.
Well, and I started painting it I woke up at 3.
Yeah.
And I woke up at 2. I got out of bed at 3.
Right.
And I started painting around 4.
Yeah, I haven't even counted the because I did some stuff before I jumped online between 7:30 and 8:30, and then from 8:30 till I logged in was me scrambling to get my camera sorted. So yeah.
Well, and I'm getting up early. I've been getting up early every day this week, trying to get an hour of paint time in every morning because I took that commission job.
Oh yeah.
So I'm trying to, I would love. Well, my goal. I don't have a goal. I'm going to work my ass off to try to have it done by the end of February.
That'd be cool.
But
yeah, well, after this weekend, I'm going to work on these as much as I can, get as much done for Tuesday's Build Paint Play stream. And then I gotta knock out my Kings of War commission that I got.
Yeah, commission work, and you do it for a living. I do it like once in a great while, and I'm like, I feel like this pressure for just.
Well, it didn't help any in my situation because Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I could barely pick up a brush.
Yeah, you're dead.
And today was I had to keep. I got nasal spray. I had to keep hitting myself with nasal spray and put my cough. I got this phlegm in my throat. I'm trying to cough up and.
Well, I'll be doing bases tomorrow.
Okay.
Because I'm doing now. You went with a stippling technique.
Yep.
I'm gonna go with a sponge technique.
Cool.
Because I'm doing like a concrete base.
Yeah.
So the sponge technique actually works pretty good for that.
It sucks. I wouldn't do it.
Okay.
No, you're right. I'm just picking on you. I'm feeling kind of snarky. So.
You're getting punched.
Maybe that's what's wrong with your camera. It's set on stippling.
That's it. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have to call Cox and have them come out.
Anyway, you're using a sponge technique. I'm being a jerk. I don't mean to be.
I know.
I don't mean to be.
So I'm gonna do the sponge technique on my bases, and I've got a bunch of them built, and you can kind of see them all on. I had to pull out so I haven't used this in a long time.
What's that? Oh, the
piece of wood in my nails.
Oh, here you go.
On metal bait, because they're all. I got a metal washer on the bottom of them all.
We have a new viewer, Rob the Handsome says hello. Hello, Rob.
Hello, Rob. I wonder if that's Rob.
I don't know if that's the Rob that I know that you know. I don't know if that's Rob.
I know Rob. He has a YouTube channel called Adventures with Dice.
Oh, that could be.
So, anyways, yeah. So I haven't used this in bolt action days.
Woo, that's been a while.
Like Conflict 47, because we used to use the 25 mil metal washers.
Yeah.
And yeah. It's the one.
Rob says it's the one and only.
Yes. Rob has a wonderful YouTube channel. If anyone's interested, Adventure with Dice.
Check it out.
Yeah, he does reviews and YouTube. He's doing a playthrough of Dragonbane right now, which is an awesome.
That sounds cool.
But yeah, so I had to pull that out today. That was awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah, no, it was a flash from the past.
You're just excited to be painting Epic again.
I am excited to be painting Epic. I'm having a good time. Like, I didn't do a lot with it was like the gun, the backpack, and a couple tubes all had to be painted silver.
Right.
But you got to miss the hand that's holding the gun, and and you're using a small brush because obviously it's
right.
You don't want to. I don't want a number 3, even though a number 3 is going to hold more paint and all that. I'm still dealing with small stuff. So yeah, it was just a lot of painting. So, but it was easy 10 hours.
Yeah.
So,
and we've only got 2 more days of it.
Yeah, I'm again. Today was the grind. Tomorrow's going to be the fun stuff because I get to paint tanks.
Yeah, I mean, I actually these bases knocked out pretty quick.
Yeah.
And then mounting the models onto the base because the heavy intercessors don't fit easily on these slate wasteland bases.
You better not bring the Nurgle Rod nowhere.
All right, that sounds like my buddy Rob from Battlefront.
Oh, maybe it is.
Yeah, because I don't work with handsome. Well, no, Rob is not handsome.
I met Rob.
You did.
He should be digitalized like me.
Yeah, I tried not to bring it this week, Rob. I'm trying to get rid of it before I come back on Monday. So.
Yeah, the coughing fits aren't much fun.
Yeah, I'm right now. I feel like I've got a large ball of something right behind my nose.
Well, it's good to see that we get comments from YouTube.
Yeah, and we can actually tell where the comments are from.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that. I like sharing to YouTube. So yeah, I'm grinding away. I think now it's all the fun stuff gets done. I get to work on my tanks. I get to work on the other stuff. I forget what I got, like the Ogrins and like I guess they're Sentinels. They're the old Sentinels.
Right.
So I got those to work on. I got a Baneblade to work on. And if I get bored, I have a whole nother box set of Legion Imperialis I can build and paint. So,
I discovered something new about my setup that was kind of advantageous.
What's that?
Well, I have to bring my work light in to work.
The overhead.
Well, normally I have to reach over here and bring it around. Well, I actually discovered today, the way my camera's set up, I can literally just put my lamp right here.
Oh, right in front of you.
I've got it bent all the way down, out of the way of the monitor, and then I can just bring it up and slide it over when I start painting, so I don't have to get in camera.
There you go. I love it. All right, tomorrow I should be getting my camera mount.
Sweet.
So, I'm not gonna have it tomorrow morning, but maybe.
Maybe for Sunday.
Of any type. Awesome.
Rob, this is definitely the Rob I know.
We got the right Rob now. All right.
He's a big. Well, the work thing was the first clue, but he's a big ogre player. I mean, he plays ogres in Blood Bowl. Ogrins. He's an ogre guy.
Yeah. So I've got.
And he's built like an ogre.
Yes, he is. I got 8 little ones I got to paint up.
Yeah.
So tomorrow morning it's going to be base time for me to get a bunch of these bases done. And I want to get all this infantry mounted, and I'm going to start washing my tanks and my other things, and just going to go to town, buddy.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool. Yeah. You know, I may finish my Terminators and knock out my Inceptors. These guys look really cool. I love how they came out on those bases.
They do. Ooh. I just love that they're not on tactical rocks.
They're on tactical grass.
Read Rob's comment.
Rob, being fat is not a joke, my friend. I live that life every day. So yeah, tactical grass. I actually said I posted on. We've got an instant messenger account for the guy, the Tale of Four Warlords group.
Okay.
And I just posted a pic of these three guys and went, tactical grass? ?
And the responses were,
all I got was a couple hearts.
It takes serious work. It takes dedication.
It does.
So yeah, I ain't got a whole lot really. Like, I'm done. I'm gonna.
So you think day one though? I think was a success.
I think for me, day one was a great success because
my goal was to get those bases done. I didn't think I'd get the bases done and get all 33 models mounted to them.
Tomorrow, my goal is going to be to get my bases done during our stream.
Right.
And when we're off stream, I will get I think my super glue should be all right. We'll see. Right. But I want to get all the infantry models put onto the bases.
Right.
Because then I can decide highlights. Right. Like, figure out where I want to put my highlights and things like that. I was going around with the idea of painting all their boots. Like, I was painting 15 millimeter Flames of War models.
Right.
Then I remembered how much I hated painting boots on 15 millimeter Flames of War models, and I definitely didn't want to do it to Epic models. So I scratched the boots.
I was looking at the Marine infantry for my set.
Yeah.
And that's a dangerous rabbit hole.
Yeah.
There's just enough detail on there to kind of trigger I have to paint all the detail. And that can get monotonous.
Well, because if you start painting all the detail, then you lose the model on the base.
Yeah, it's just a rabbit hole. It's just
I'm kind of content with what I did. I did that. I did the Xandri dust, the wash. I did a red wash. I did the Reikland's flesh or whatever.
Right.
And then I just hit them with the Shabi, whatever.
Ushabti.
Bone color.
Bone color.
Hit them with that, and I think it's just the right amount of pop. And then I'm going to put them. My bases are going to be like a gray stone.
Here on the Ushabti, just call it Deathwing Brown.
All right, Deathwing Brown.
Because that's the color of Deathwing Terminator. That's the base color for Deathwing Terminator.
Is it?
Yep. This is the color I use.
I just dropped the B. I just go Ushadi. I don't do the B.
Just call it Deathwing Brown.
Why can't GW just use normal words?
No, you can't hang that one on GW. None of them use normal color name.
Anyway, so I'm quite content with what I got. I think I can probably get them all based up tomorrow, and then I should start like dry brushing tanks and get tanks painted up, and it's just gonna be. I think Sunday is gonna be just a real fun day of just tanks and big stuff.
I'm actually stoked. Tomorrow we'll do the live stream. And then War Games Live is doing a charity event down in somewhere in South Maryland. I can't think of the name. Begins with a W. I knew it before the stream, before we started. But they're doing an Alzheimer's charity event.
Okay. And I may just what time? So Maryland's 2 hours ahead. So what time are they starting?
They'll be starting at 8:00 your time.
8:00 my time. So after the stream, I can just pop onto that.
Yeah, just pop on the stream. And like I said, it's you're not going to learn the rules, but there's a lot of questions that pop up during the game. And you can actually get an idea of what a tournament's like.
I just think it's a cool concept that this dude's making a living.
Yeah.
Living in an RV, driving around the country, streaming tournaments.
And he's got a really great setup. He's got an overhead camera. and then he's got cameras on the side that actually are remote, so he can move them like this.
Yep.
So he gets a really good, and then he's got overlays. So like if someone, because he also mics up the players.
Right.
You hear the dialogue between the players. He's talking.
You and I could never be on his show.
No, we'd never get anything done.
Well, no, the word, the way.
No.
It would not.
My third 10 dice rolls of 10 ones.
Wait. Rob, have a good night. Thank you for stopping by, Mr.
Yeah,
Hanson.
take care, buddy. I'll see you Monday, if not before. If you are, in fact, the Rob I know.
Rob, the handsome one.
Yeah.
The
language would be.
Well,
I don't want to cry on stream. I just don't want to.
Just the way we talk to each other when we're not on camera.
Yes.
Darren thought we hated each other at one point. You know what I mean? Like he did.
It really triggered him because he's an only child. He doesn't have a brother or sister. And you and I grew up in families of all boys.
I'm the youngest of 4.
I'm the oldest of 3.
Yeah.
And where and how we were raised also was like, you have to defend yourself.
Right. But you also we grew up in a time when, I don't know, what's Rob referring to?
Jason Statham reference. I have no idea what that means.
Is that the time to go piece?
Might be. I
Okay.
don't know.
I don't know.
I think he's giving me more credit than I deserve.
Gotcha. Brothers talk differently back in the day when we grew up.
Yeah.
Oh, he's the youngest of 9.
This is definitely the Rob I know.
Yeah.
And he's the youngest of 9. So
you we grew up in the 70s. Like, giving each other a ration of crap is just how it was. And
he constantly did it.
That's why you and I got along. Like, I don't know, that's what we did.
Yeah.
Aaron got so freaked out. He was just like, "Oh, handsome Rob." Now I get it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I understand it now.
I got it.
I understand it now.
We're a little slow on the uptick.
Really sad we needed that to be explained to us. But,
well,
but yeah, I mean, when we first we would sit there and just go at each other.
Well, it took a little while. It didn't happen right away. I think
No. Once we got comfortable, we just started giving each other crap and then accuse each other of being a big snowflake or a delicate flower.
No, I think you call me the yellow snowflake and I call you the delicate flower.
You're the yellow snowflake and I'm the delicate flower.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime we show weakness.
Exactly. And when we do see weakness in one another, we attack.
Yes.
There is no. So that's why we could never be mic'd up.
Which is why I was giving you such a hard time at the beginning of the stream. I'm using the sponge method. I mean, I don't know.
I just ignored you though. That's the whole
thing. You did. You just kept going. Yeah, whatever.
Oh, snowflake.
Your lips are moving. I'm not listening.
Joe's wondering what we're talking about with yellow snowflakes.
Yellow snowflakes. Delicate snowflakes and delicate flowers.
I am a delicate snowflake.
Yes. And
And you're a pansy-esque flower.
Delicate flower. Yeah, I changed you from a snowflake to a yellow snowflake because being the wolf that I am, I would just
pee on me.
Piss on you.
But yeah, so Darren actually at one point thought we just didn't like each other.
Yeah. He was like I was talking one day about how well you and I got along, and he looked at me and goes, "You guys don't sound like you get along." I said, "It's just a brother thing." He's from a family of all boys. I'm from a family of all boys, and we just give each other ratchets of crap all the
time. Yeah, we got a new guy at work, and he's just young, and he doesn't talk much. He's kind of shy, and it's hard to. You can't talk to him like that because he just kind of.
Well, you can't talk to. Like I said, you and I didn't start doing it until we started getting comfortable because it's not something that most people do. But we just give each other a hard time.
Yeah, so it's just part of life.
Rob and I are the same way.
Are you?
We're constantly giving each other crap.
Well, hopefully I can figure out what's wrong with this computer eventually.
We'll get it sorted out.
Yeah, well, I think it's just going to be calling Cox and saying, just upgrade it. I know you guys are doing this intentionally.
I would, like I said, I'm not one for conspiracy theories. But what went on with me? What went on with me and my internet made me think that because I haven't had that issue since because I was behind on my bill. I get it paid like a week or 2 late.
Right.
And during that week or two that I was late, I would have internet issues all the time. Finally got things caught up and haven't had a problem since.
Yeah. Yeah, mine's been since Wired came in, pushing real hard for everyone to upgrade.
Yeah, they want you to upgrade.
And
Well, that could be the other problem. I didn't think about that. If everybody else upgraded to the higher stuff and you're still on the low end, you could have all your other customers in your area eating up bandwidth.
probably.
That could be it too.
That's probably why I'm probably stuck with having to upgrade. It's gonna suck, but it is what it is. It's expensive enough just for basic internet.
I don't even. Yeah, and I'm weird when it comes to cable because I have to watch my sports and I have to have all the other stuff.
Yeah, what'd you think of that Super Bowl?
It was good. It was good. It was a good game. My team didn't make it.
AT Webb.
Hey, Amos, how you doing, buddy? That's Amos.
Your team didn't make it?
Ravens didn't make it.
No.
It was the only plus to the AFC Championship game was watching Lamar Jackson catch his own pass.
That's talent, man.
Did you see it?
I didn't see it, but that's talent.
Okay, he goes back to throw a pass.
Okay.
And the pass gets tipped by a defender.
Right back to him.
He scrambles up to the line of scrimmage from the backfield and actually catches his own pass and then gains like 2 or 3 yards.
Yes.
Oh, Amos is recovering from really serious surgery.
Oh,
he had some serious sinus infection that they had to go in and clean out, and he's been dealing with a lot. So I'm glad I hope you're feeling better, buddy.
Yeah, get well soon, man.
Yeah, I felt like a really crappy friend because I didn't check in on him to see how he was doing. So I finally got a hold of him and said, "Dude, I'm so sorry. Didn't get a hold of you in time." So,
it's not like he called me after I cut my finger off, so
didn't care.
I know.
You've already lost half of one already. It wasn't like it was trauma. I lost another finger, Jeff. Okay, I rolled another one. If he ever goes back into the hospital for sinuses, I'm going to call him and go, dude, get off your lazy ass and get out here and play. Let's do some gaming because it's your sinuses. They've already been in there once. Not that big a deal.
Because I know sometimes they go in and like drill the bone out.
Yeah.
So you can get better, so you can breathe better.
I don't know what he was having there was a couple of days when because he works at Battlefront as well.
Oh.
And there were a couple of days he was in serious pain. He was really uncomfortable.
Well, get well soon because Jeff wasn't there all week either.
I wasn't. Oh no. No.
Someone's got to run Battlefront.
That'll be Rob's job.
Old world stuff.
That's Rob's job.
Yeah. Old world stuff. He got hooked into the old world.
I'm actually enjoying looking at the old world stuff. I like Rank and Flank.
Did you just get the box set or did you
I got the Bretonnian starter.
Okay, that's the box set.
That's the box set. And I do not have the Forces of Fantasy book.
Okay.
It has the Bretonnian list in it. I downloaded the Armies of Legend, which has my Chaos Dwarves in it,
right?
Which I was very happy to see. They literally took all the models that Forge World created for their Chaos Dwarf army
and made an army out
and made it into an Old World army. So all the stuff I have for the Forge World models will fit into Old World. The only thing I have to do is find some Hobgoblins on Wolves because those are the best.
Yeah, good luck with that one.
Yeah. So, well, I've already found so many places that do 3D printed.
Yeah, but did Forge World make them?
No.
Oh, okay. So then because you would want the Forge World ones if Forge World.
If Forge World made them or GW had them in the old that I could actually order from them. But the problem is though, I've gotten I'm kind of flipped. I used to be this whole big, there will never be a plastic model in my army because plastics were light and they didn't look great. But looking at how plastics are over the last 2 decades,
yeah,
I'm now not excited about ordering metal Hobgoblins. And there's some gorgeous 3D printed ones out there. So and I built several Mantic metal models, and that has broke me from metal forever.
Yeah,
because those things go together like they just weren't great.
Are the Hobgoblins you ordering meant for riding on a wolf?
They're already mounted on wolves. They're Hobgoblin Wolf Riders.
So they're from GW though.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. I misunderstood what you said. I thought
No,
you said.
there are plenty of companies out there that are doing 3D prints of those.
Yeah. No, I
Like
thought you said
yours.
something about you were excited to get some metal ones from GW.
No, I said if GW actually, if you could do the make to order,
Yeah. Oh, gotcha.
and they had them, I probably would order those because I liked those designs. But my caveat to that was, but I've also gotten really to where I don't like working with metal,
Yeah.
which it used to be all I worked with, but I prefer plastic or resin.
Yeah.
So I don't know for sure that I'd order them. I'd made us go with the resin.
You may order them, just not paint them.
Yeah.
Just have.
Well, I'm really, this is one of the things that I really am upset about because I ended up selling all of mine. I had a ton and I sold them over the years, along with like all my Battlefleet Gothic stuff.
Yeah.
And I know for a fact now they're going to be re-releasing Battlefleet Gothic, and I'm going to have to rebuy it all.
Whoa! How do you know that for a fact?
Just because I just know that GW is going on.
What bird told you this?
No bird told me anything.
You just know they're going to do it.
Yeah, I'm almost positive.
Well, it would make sense that they did it.
I have a feeling in me bones.
And then I'll see one from Mantic.
I would be massively surprised if they don't eventually do a redo of Battlefleet Gothic. Because that game was popular.
I totally agree. 100%. I don't understand. How would they change the rules? Like Blood Bowl so far has been the only game they've re-released where they didn't really change the rules.
They not dramatically, no.
Not dramatically.
They made just enough changes to make you have to read the rules.
Just enough, yes.
And I still have to check on certain things from
time to time.
Yeah, they were the one that didn't change it dramatically.
Yeah. And he's hoping that you're right about Gothic because go great with Imperialis.
It would go fantastic. Well, that was one of the things back in the day. We'd start with Battlefleet Gothic, and then based on how well you did, that determined what you could get on the planet,
right?
Which would set up your epic game,
right?
And then after you got through your epic game, depending on how well you did in your epic battle, that determined your skirmish force. That would be, and we had a big story arc that went along with it and everything else. Yeah. It was a lot of fun. I mean, it would take a campaign would take a couple Saturdays, 5 or 6 Saturdays in a row to get.
Well, and then you can roll that into all their, like, now we've got Kill Team, an actual, not just modified 40k rules where you got to use like certain armor and you can't have any heroes with over 2 points. We actually have a whole system for Kill Team. You could just go so much further. And right now Imperialis is for Horus Heresy, right? So it would act, and you got a Horus Heresy 28mm game now. So
the other thing, if you take, because you can actually do boarding actions in Battlefleet Gothic. Well, now Kill Team has boarding action rules.
Yep.
Which would just be great.
It would
actually, instead of worrying about you get to that point, and then you go play your Kill Team battle. There's a lot of things you could do with it. So with everything else they've released and re-released, I would be very surprised if there's not some plan somewhere to bring back a Battlefleet Gothic type game.
It would be easy for them to do.
Especially with Old World, because they've relaunched Old World and they haven't produced. They're not producing a ton of new models.
No, a few here.
They're letting you order the old models. They could do the same thing with Gothic.
How much of Gothic was plastic versus metal?
Most of it was metal.
Yeah, so that
there was a lot of Forge World resin, but most of it was metal.
Yeah, that might be the only holdback, is because a lot of it was metal. They can't redo it in plastic.
Well, the thing is,
the metal models and
most of the fantasy stuff. There's a lot of fantasy stuff that's metal, and they do that make to order. So you never know.
Yeah, maybe they do make to order. But the core set was all plastic.
Yeah, ugly plastic.
Well, I didn't say because there's, you're probably not going to see Man of War. I'd be hard pressed to think you would see Man of War.
No.
You're not going to see War Master. That's a gone.
Yeah.
I think Rascal. Yeah, Titanicus. Speaking of world, I need directions. The Cav, where do I movement trays for the knights?
You're talking for Bretonnian Knights, the lance formation trays? I don't know if anybody. I used to make my own. I don't know anybody that makes them.
Doesn't GW make that plastic kit for movement trays?
They did, but I don't think they ever made a lance formation.
Well, isn't that where you customize your own? Could you not customize your own?
That's what I said. You have to make your own.
Yeah,
and you've locked up. You've locked up. You look all serious. It's a really great pose to be frozen in, by the way.
Am I still frozen?
Yeah, you're still frozen.
Oh my god, that kid does.
You look. What it looks like is you saw. I said something that caught you completely off guard. You're back again.
If I sit still long enough. There's great trays on Etsy. Yeah,
cool. I have not seen those. Yeah.
And I don't think we'll ever see Warhammer Quest come back. Not the original 95 version, because that's Hasbro. Yeah. And it's interesting. I guess Hasbro is getting the rights to Talisman.
They already had the rights to Talisman.
Hasbro had it?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they did that. Hasbro did a Talisman a while back.
They did a while back, but then it got sold to Fantasy Flight. You have a good night too, buddy. It got sold to Fantasy Flight, and I guess Hasbro's got it again because they're talking about re-releasing it.
Yeah, well, didn't Hasbro buy?
They may have bought the company that had.
There's so much inbreeding going on with those companies. Who knows who owns what? Yeah. But yeah, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if it was Hasbro, but I knew that. I know that somebody bought Talisman a while back.
Yeah, it was. Well, after it left Fantasy Flight, they went with another company.
Right.
I forget the name of the company. It's whoever's doing it right now, but I guess Hasbro is going to do it too, or Hasbro's got it. It'll be interesting. Talisman's a neat game, but it's not one I get turned into a frog too much.
I got excited about they're doing a 40K Call of Duty
video game. Really?
Yeah, it's a Call of Duty game set in the 40K universe. I've read some stuff on it today.
That'll be interesting.
Oh, well, not today, last night.
But looking at their library, like outside of Necromunda, More Time, which I don't know if those games will ever come back. Or not.
I don't think you ever see More Time.
I'll think Inquisitor, More Time. I don't think those are ever going to come back.
No.
So what do they got left to bring back?
Battlefleet Gothic.
Battlefleet Gothic. Like if you really just start boiling it all down, like that or dropper bottles.
They could redo Gorka Morka.
But that would be like they did the what was it called? The speed one, the orc racing game when they brought the buggies out. Yeah. I think that was their version of redoing Gorka Morka.
You've been up too long.
Nanu.
You've been up way too long.
Paint fumes have gotten to me.
Yeah, something's going on there.
So yeah, I don't know. Maybe you're right. Battlefleet Gothic's it, man.
I just think they're gonna.
Speed freaks. That's Speed
freaks. For you, that would be Freed Speaks.
Yes.
Yeah, but I would just because Battlefleet Gothic was a very solid game. Everybody loved it, and I don't see a reason why they wouldn't. No. And the Battlefleet Gothic computer game did pretty well, so I don't see why they wouldn't. But the Call of Duty one, I'm kind of interested to see. I'm no good at it. I'm no good at console games. I'm better at PC, mouse, and keyboard.
Right.
But I'd like to see it. So.
It would be interesting. I will say that much. So. Be a whole new generation.
Well, see, here's the thing: if you have the option of playing a Space Wolf, I'm probably in.
Yeah, you'll figure out the console thing real quick.
Yeah, they just go. Oh, we're gonna make Space Wolf. I'll take it.
Yeah, I'll take it. Sold.
Oh, yep. Oh, look, Space Wolf toothbrush. I'll take it.
I got to build my Warhound Titan's face tomorrow.
Sweet.
I didn't build his face. I didn't do the guns or the head. And there was a mistake in my instructions in my GW.
Oh, surprise. They didn't proofread their instructions?
Yeah, there was a step missing.
That's weird.
Because I'm like putting the canopy on and all this, and there's like these two voids. I'm like, well, that ain't right. I'm like going through the instructions. I'm like, they forgot to, there's just these two little plastic pieces you're supposed to plug the holes with.
Right.
And it wasn't in the instructions, and I followed the instructions. Go figure.
That's weird. I've had that happen a lot where they'll have a piece you have to put in that's misnumbered.
Yeah.
And it's another piece on the sprue. So it's not that bad, but I've had them do it. But as they've shown with their printed material, they don't do a lot of proofreading.
No,
at least when it comes to Space Wolf books.
All kinds of rules. Huh?
I think the last 3 Space Wolf codexes I've had like an errata insert for misprints.
No, it happens. All right, buddy. Well, you want to get out of here?
Yeah, you need to go get some sleep.
Yeah, well, as soon as we get done here, I will set up tomorrow morning stream. We'll be back at 7, but that'll be like our normal show, but we can actually.
Yeah. I gotta sit up and get whatever pics are on the Discord.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'll get those set up for tomorrow, or I'll get up and do them in the morning, one of the two.
Yeah, either way.
I don't think there's. I went on today. There's not a whole lot, but I'll get them sorted out.
I know Joe did a few things.
Yeah. So well, then if it's just Joe, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm waiting for the comments to go. Phew.
No,
Joe right now is melting his keyboard.
I think Joe is the only one that's got some photos up, but that's cool. We'll get some photos up. We'll just do our normal show. It's gonna be nice just to get back into the habit of painting when we.
Yeah, it'll be nice. It'll be nice.
Stream. So, all right. Well, we're gonna get out of here. Day 1 in the books. We are done.
I think we both. I actually exceeded the goal I had for myself today. So
I am happy. I got all the infantry done.
I am going to make a goal for myself that I want to get 3 Terminators done.
They'll finish your unit, right?
And 3 of my Inceptors. My 3 Inceptors.
All right, that's a good goal. So
see if I can get 6 of these models done. So.
Well, it's 2 days. I think you can do it.
We'll see what we can do.
I think tomorrow the big push is to get all the infantry mounted and get all of the tanks and everything, get a wash on them, shade them, shadow them, and then get to town, go to town.
Sounds like a plan.
I think Sunday is going to be wrap-up day.
Sounds good.
All right. Well, we're going to get out of here. We will be back tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock to continue our weekend hobby. What are we going to call this? What we're doing? If I sleep in, we miss 30%. You are 100% of the Y-assery.
Right now, I'm doing the math in my head. Acceptable losses. That's where I'm at. I'm just trying to figure that. Oh, here he goes again.
Anyways,
without him and Raymond, though, we would have no reference people.
There are Wikipedia.
There are Wikipedia. Absolutely.
There are Wikipedia. Yeah. What are we going to call these weekends?
We're just call them the Paint Fest or something.
We have to Paint Fest. Come on. We'll come up with something.
We're tired. I will try to have one by morning.
You do that, and I'll forget all about it.
I cannot promise that it'll be a good name, but I'll come up with something.
You just come up with something. All right, we're gonna get out of here. We'll be back tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock, and maybe my internet will fix itself. I don't know. So, talk to y'all later. Bye.
See you guys.